What do you think of the sex industry in Thailand?
But it's a job.
Yeah.
It's one of the oldest jobs in humanity.
Yeah.
So.
I've heard a lot of sex tourists.
You get straight right to it.
When I searched Thailand, I saw one page for how to rent a woman on one night like this. How much I know this is.
Everybody know it's illegal, but everybody do this, and every tourist totally freedom. You know, it's okay. We are tourists. We come here for sex industry. It's like it's normal.
ธุรกิจทางเพศหรือว่า sex industry นะครับก็ต้องยอมรับครับว่าเป็นเรื่องหนึ่งที่ประเทศไทยเราโด่งดังไปทั่วโลกแต่ว่านักท่องเที่ยวที่เข้ามาเมืองไทยนะครับเขาจะคิดยังไงกับเรื่องนี้จะเห็นด้วยไหมคิดว่าเป็นเรื่องที่ไม่ดีหรือเปล่าเราควรจะทำให้ถูกกฎหมายไหมไปถามเขากันครับกับฝรั่งคิดยังไง
ถ้าเธออยากคิ้วฉันจะหลิวตาอยากรู้อยากเห็นไม่เคยหลับจำเมืองนั้นเมืองโน้นเมืองนี้เมืองไหน
ก่อนไปชมคลิปเราขอแจ้งว่าเพื่อนๆทุกคนสามารถช่วยสนับสนุนช่องของเราได้แล้วโดยการสมทบทุนทางบัญชียักษ์คิ้วทีวีตามเลขบัญชีนี้ครับถ้าชอบคอนเทนต์ของเราเห็นว่าคลิปนี้มีประโยชน์และอยากให้เราทำต่อไปไม่หายไปไหนซะก่อนกำลังใจเล็กๆน้อยๆของทุกคนช่วยต่อพลังให้เราได้ครับ Before coming to Thailand, have you heard anything about the sex industry?
Yes, I heard.
No, not much.
I've heard a lot of it is a lot of people come here for the sex industry. I've heard a lot of sex tourists.
You get straight right to it.
Yeah, that's just what I've heard. That seems to be the stereotype. Like when I tell people I'm going to Thailand, they seem to assume that that's why I'm going to Thailand, but that's not the reason that I came here or like bought tickets. It seems like a cool place besides all of that, you know, kind of stuff. But sorry if that was too straighthtforward. That was just right into the interest.
That's not why we're
No.
here.
Yes, I heard a lot. We heard a lot in France. There is some movie about it, about Thailand, about Pattaya. We know it's famous for the sex industry, and we know that there is everything everywhere when the night is coming here. But I don't see with my eyes yet. But I think we will saw that soon. Yeah.
From like doing research, everybody's like, oh, it's like an amazing place and kind of like paradise-wise. So like it is the red light district type of stuff like that. Kind of heard about that. Those are kind of like the two opposites you kind of get back home. Of either like it's a very like paradise type of place, or like oh, there's a whole like red light district.
I heard the men rented women, especially Turkish guys. Sometimes coming only for this reason.
Wow.
When I searched Thailand, for example, most famous places, I saw one page how the price for how to rent a woman on one night like this. How much I know this is.
It's one of those things like you'll see it on YouTube and you kind of go, oh, I don't want to believe it just off the film or something.
Please believe it.
Yeah, right.
I think what freaked me out the most was like, you've heard me tell this story a few times, was like
Oh god, yeah.
seeing a guy from our country who was about in his like probably late 60s, and he was kissing a Thai woman and you know really getting into it with tongue and you know his eyes closed. It was like one of the happiest moments in his life. And the Thai woman, her eyes were just wide open. She was just looking around like. It just looked like so soulless. She was just
Having the time of his life.
yeah. And she just didn't care. I found it funny, but also a bit like.
In Turkey,
Yes.
is the sex industry illegal?
No.
No.
It's not actually legal, but there is.
This won't exist.
Yes, it still exists.
Yeah.
In France, it's illegal for a customer to go to see a prostitute, but the France legalized for a woman to do this. There's a special word for this woman or this man. It's TDS, travailleur du sexe, sex worker. Yeah, there are many rules, you know, and it's very important to control the abusement.
So it's legal, but they have strict rules about it.
Yeah, but if you're a customer, you have to do this secretly. But if you are a worker, a sex worker, you can do this in the room. You can do this like another job.
Wow.
Yeah.
do you think of the sex industry in Thailand?
It's obviously really unfortunate. Like, you know, people shouldn't have to force themselves to Go into that, yeah.
But it's a job.
Yeah.
It's one of the oldest jobs in humanity,
Yeah.
so it's not going to go anywhere.
For me, it's not like that big of a deal, that much of a problem. I'm pretty like, I guess like sex positive in a way. Like sex workers kind of do your thing. Like it's your life and like you have to own your own money. So as long as like they're safe and like supported doing it, I'm fine with it. But yeah, not much like a hard stance on anything that way.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of old guys with like 18-year-old looking chicks, which doesn't seem like it's a coincidence or it's like their daughter or anything. It's you know, clearly not a family member. It's something else.
Right.
But which is interesting. I've never seen that in America for sure. It's a new thing for me. But I'm assuming that all these people that I'm seeing are, you know, kind of here for that kind of thing. Maybe that's just in my head. Could be something else. Could be their daughter. But
Relative.
yeah. But sometimes, you know, you can kind of guess pretty easily what they're doing.
I think that's just fine because it's just normal. Anyway, because in Philippines that's also thing like that as well. So because I'm open to everything, so it's not actually a big deal to me.
How can I say? Like two-face, you know, two-faces situation. I don't want to judge, but for me it's not good. I don't like this.
I think this, what I say is that the most weird thing in Thailand is that it's illegal, but we can see this everywhere. It's like everybody know it's illegal, but everybody do this, and every tourist do this with a totally freedom. You know, it's okay. We are tourists. We come here for sex industry. It's like it's normal. But in France, when something is illegal, it's very strict, very difficult to do this without have a repercussion. Repercussion, yeah. And in Thailand, it is like it's okay. It's for tourists, so we can close the eyes and let it happen. But I understand that it's not the same social problem. There are many people who have just this to live, so it's normal to people who think to that because it's not the same life level.
If Thailand were to legalize the sex industry, the whole sex industry, do you think it's a good idea?
For me, I think it's no because I'm a Catholic. Because of my religion, I don't agree with that. Based on my religion.
You would think as many people that are doing it that like I just assumed it was legal off the bat, but yeah, it's shocking to hear that it's not. I don't know, like it might as well be legal if this many people are doing it. I think, because obviously like it not being legal isn't really making a difference. So it would be the same either way.
If there's a way to regulate it, I think that's the way to do it. Like allow people to do it, but make it safe to do because it's a natural thing. Like people are obviously doing it because it makes them happy, makes them feel good, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. As long as everyone does it safely, I think it's totally okay.
Yeah, be safe.
Yeah.
Take your vitamins.
And condoms, of course.
Yeah, condoms.
condoms.
Yeah.
I think it's good when government want to legalize something like cannabis, for example, because government can put rules and can also afraid people who want to abuse of that. So it's a good thing, I think. But I'm not Thai man, so I can know if it's really good for your country.
In my opinion, I think tourists in Thailand, it's one of the biggest money. Money. It's bring a lot of money in Thailand. Like we saw in during the COVID, there were not tourists, so the economy was a little bit shut down.
I think it's not good for me, for my mind. Thailand has a lot of different beautiful things. I think it will be to change because another country you don't hear this kind of things. So for this reason, why Thailand famous for this? I respect women, I respect the people, but it's not good. Sex working human is not object, and not man or LGBT. And I think Thai people deserve more beautiful ideas.
I know. I feel you.
But when you say Thailand is a conservative country, this concern young people or older people?
That's a good question because there are two generations in Thailand. The older generations are more conservative. They see the sex industry as immoral and whatnot. Yeah. But the younger generations want to legalize the sex industry. Since we know all over the world because of this reason, why not just legalize it?
Yeah.
Just to put measure into it to control the customer, to protect the workers.
Yeah, that's kind of main thing is like if you at least legalize it, because like it's gonna happen either way. If it's legal, if it's not, it's gonna happen. But like at least legalizing it kind of gives the workers more like authority to be able to like say how much like they want to get paid, but like what they can and can't do, and also like not feel like as shameful or feel like people should shame them in a way if it's like legalized. But also it's mostly just like protecting people, because like again it's gonna happen either way. If you want it, if you don't want it, it's gonna happen. But like you just want to make sure everybody has like their rights and are safe doing it too. So.
And you can make it a much more secure industry then.
Yeah, like cleaner.
Because this is a discussion that's been had in Europe as well. As soon as you legalize the sex industry, then it's a safer industry for people to work in. But while it's illegal, it's just no safety for anyone working in it.
Right.
You just end up
Because the workers themselves, they can't ask for any benefits. They can't ask for any from the government because it is technically illegal.
When they ask you, so what job do you do?
I'm sure there's people who wear it quite proud, and like fair play to them. Like as long as they're happy and as long as they're safe, like again, do whatever you like, as long as you're okay and not in danger.
And this is of course not just the prostitutes, also the sex creator online, like the OnlyFans and stuff like that, right?
I think that's absolutely fine, to be honest with you. Like, I think if you're in control, I think that's way better than just going onto a porn site and you see these porn stars that are probably underpaid and really, really poorly treated. And a lot of the time as well, then when they become of age as well, to a certain age, they will just kind of be thrown away. But like, whereas when you, ostracized, and then you get people who make the active decision of just like, no, this is what I want to do. I believe I can make a living out of this, and they go at it at their own pace, they make their own money, and I think there's something amazing about that. That's fair play to them. Making more money than I am. I can't disparage it. You know what I mean?
Like, we're doing things wrong, man. We need to get.
You talk about conservative people, and now we talk about prostitution, we talk about pension, and I think around the world there's the same problem. There are older people grow, their population of older people grows. Many older people because we can live more longer and that, and there's a confrontation, a battle between older people and what they think, and young people. And this fight is more bigger and more bigger and more bigger, and we didn't find solution because older people represent us in the government, and young people live their lives now. So they want change about prostitution, about pension, about everything. So this is a big problem of our world.
Red light district.
Soulless.
Whatnot.
Ostracized.
Off the bat,
Regulate.
Thank you.
That one, definitely.
I'm not gonna let you guys do this for free.
Oh.
Something to eat.
Oh,
buddy.
What?
How about a condom? Nah, I'm kidding.
take one each, man. Lavender mint.
Thank you.
These are hand sanitizer spray.
Okay.
Yeah, that one is
Don't drink because alcohol. Don't drink.
cedar wood and bergamot and mango sticky rice.
Wow, thank you so much for this. Okay.
And one last thing, you can pose for the camera for us. You sign, thumbs up, whatever. I'm gonna give you a second. 1, 2, 3, hold it.